Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Fox and I like video games, and today I am finally back with another Sims 4 speed building video. It has been so long since I have uploaded to my channel. I am just super excited to finally be back. I will admit I am feeling a little bit rusty. It's been about 4 months since I've built anything on The Sims or recorded or edited anything, so I'm feeling a little bit off today, so please bear with me. Today's video is probably not going to be perfect. I'm also not feeling 100%, so please forgive me if my voice sounds different or if you hear any sneezing or anything. That's either from me or from my daughter because she is home as well, not feeling well. So I'm just going to push through and record this today because it's the only day that I can do so, and I just really want to get this video up for you guys. So I've really missed recording. For those of you who have watched any of my previous videos, you'll know how much I enjoy the editing and recording process. It's kind of like a little creative outlet for me, so I've definitely been missing it and I'm excited to kind of be back. So do want to just mention that I did not intend to be gone for this long. I actually was only supposed to be gone for 2 weeks, and I've been gone for coming up to 4 months. So we were supposed to just move house and I was supposed to get back into things, and it was supposed to be a nice smooth transition, but unfortunately the day that we moved into our new house we got COVID. So we were in a 7-day isolation with COVID, and during that time we discovered that our internet connection to the house was faulty and needed to be replaced, and we were unable to get anybody out because we had COVID. So it was about 14 days without internet, which was a difficult time when we were stuck in isolation, and then I needed to get content out. So that was very frustrating. The videos that I had scheduled and sort of pre-recorded to upload, I lost all the footage for those, so that was difficult as well. And then once we finally got internet, so many things just happened. Life just kind of gets in the way sometimes, and we had just one thing after another kind of happen that sort of prevented me from being able to upload. One of those things is a new puppy. So we welcomed a new puppy into our home, and we've just kind of spent probably the last month just getting him used to, you know, our home and teaching him manners and sort of going through all the motions. For any of you who've had a puppy before, you know that the first few weeks are probably the hardest. So we're over that now, and he is nice and settled and a welcome part of our family. So he's brought some joy back into our family, which was much needed after the loss of our older dog at the start of the year. So definitely excited for the new chapter that he brings. And yeah, we've been just kind of really busy with life. I've been busy with school. I enrolled into beauty school and I'm about 85% done with that, so I've just been kind of really focusing on getting that done, meeting all my deadlines, and I just haven't really had a lot of time for YouTube or for like gaming in general, like PC gaming anyway. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley on my Switch, which is what's inspired me to build some cottages in The Sims, so I have gone on a bit of a cottage kick, so expect to see some more cottages coming up. I've just kind of been really heavily inspired by that game and the little sort of farms that you can build in that, so I wanted to sort of put that into The Sims, I guess, and that's where this one come from. So we are building in Henford on Bagley, which is the world we got with Cottage Living. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom cottage for a single sim. Comes in at just over 33,000 simoleons, I think. I do have a storyline in mind for the family that would live here. As I do with all of my builds, I start to develop storylines for the Sims that I imagine living here. This one, as you can probably tell by the title, is just for a grandpa So a single sim on his own with his dog. I imagine that his wife has probably recently passed and that he's just trying to upkeep the farm that they built together. So I imagine this farm has probably been in their family for a really long time, and that he's just trying to keep it going now, and maybe one day pass it on to his children. So I imagine they probably have adult children that live in a different world, like Willow Creek or something, and so he's just kind of like on his own out in the country. So that was the storyline that I had in mind for this house. I do include some more feminine sort of items in the interior to show that, you know, he had a wife and he's kept a lot of her like knitting things and flowers, and, you know, obviously the bed sheets and things like that would still have touches of her throughout the house. So it's a little bit of a sad storyline, but I think that it's a, you know, a realistic and sort of sweet storyline as well. So I was really happy with it. I actually created the sim in cast that I imagined to live here, and he turned out to be the cutest little like grandpa ever. So I made him and his dog, and I moved them in here in my game, and I played with them for a little bit. So I just think that they are super, super cute. But anyway, talking about what's actually happening in the video, we do have sort of 3 or 4 sections to the exterior. We have the animal shed section, which is fenced off completely with the wooden fence. In front of that we have a sort of farming section as well, where I do put some down where I do put down some of the planter pots or the farming plots that we got with this pack. I am definitely not with it today, guys, so again, please bear with me as I fumble over my words, but you'll see me here placing these down. Now, the way that I place these, I don't know if they actually work or not. You guys will have to let me know. I haven't played with them enough to be able to be sure that they will be accessible. I do go in and add a 3rd row in the middle, and that's where I'm not sure. Can your Sims walk over the top of them? I imagine that they would be able to, but it is The Sims and we just don't know where the limitations are. So here I am pulling out some trees. I tried to make this lot really full and lush, slightly overgrown, and I didn't want to make it too matchy. I wanted it to feel like, you know, they've kind of built this farm up over many years, and that as things have grown, like as they've grown with the farm, they've, you know, expanded things and added on things. So we used some of the cobblestone fences, some of the wooden fences, and also some of the hedges as well to create like a fence. And not everything is symmetrical and, you know, on tiles and everything like that, just to kind of give it a more unique look. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I use a lot of debug plants, and I typically stick to the cottage living plants in this build. I tend to do that when I'm building in specific worlds, is that I will try and use the plants that come with that pack or come with that world, just so it feels like it belongs and it's not out of place. So it also helps with this one because I love all of the build by items. I love all of the flowers. The cottage living roses are my favorite roses, favorite plants in game. The mushrooms, beautiful, love them. Love all these sort of like reed plants and things like that as well. So I kind of go a little bit overboard with those. We do also add a pond outside right off the entrance to the house, if that makes sense. Right near the front door there's a little pond, and I add some ducks and things in there, and I just think that it's just super cute. Just a super adorable little mini farm, I guess, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I, again, go a little bit overboard with the landscaping. This was the first build that I've done in a long time, as I said, so I was kind of feeling a little bit rusty and just kind of going a little bit crazy. Usually I will tone things back to make it easier to put into your game, to put into lots of different people's games, to suit a lot of different people, because ultimately I am building these for you guys to download. This one though was just kind of like me getting my footing back into building and trying to just work out how to build again. As I said, it's been a long time, guys. It's very, very difficult to jump back into things when you've had so much time off, so please forgive me. I'm hoping that I will be able to upload a little bit more regularly now, and I will start to feel a bit more comfortable and a bit more professional with voiceovers and all of that, because I'm just really rusty. So also not feeling great. I'm on a new medication that I did share with you guys on Instagram. Again, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's probably like best that you do, because that's kind of where I am most active. So I did share with you guys on Instagram that I am on a new medication, and it's kind of made me sort of really exhausted and sort of nauseous. So I'm not feeling the best today, but again, as I said, we will push through and we will get this done, because I'm really excited to share this one. I want to put it up on the gallery. I want you guys to download it. I want to see you guys playing with this one. So if you do download it, make sure you tag me on Instagram and show me, because I love to see you guys playing with the builds that I've done. Like, that's the whole reason why I do this, is so that everybody can sort of access them and enjoy them. So this is the pond that I was talking about. The water tool in The Sims is probably my favorite water tool from all the games that I play. So I have been playing Planet Zoo recently. I've never played Planet Zoo, or is it Planet Tycoon? I think someone was telling me that there's a roller coaster theme park version of Planet Zoo as well. I've never played them before, so Planet Zoo is new to me, and I've been doing some builds with Planet Zoo, which I will hopefully be able to share on my channel. I'm still very new to that, so I'm just kind of like working out how to actually do things. The camera controls in that are completely different to The Sims as well. It's completely backwards, so that's been a learning curve. But the water tool in Planet Zoo is very difficult to work with. You basically can't edit the terrain after you've placed the water, so you have to remove the water to edit the terrain, and it's just very difficult. So with that game, you pretty much take what you're given and try and get it right the first time, because editing it is very difficult. So building this pond was a nice change for me. The Sims 4 have done really well with their sort of terrain tools and keeping them as simple and user-friendly as possible, which I definitely do appreciate. So just finishing up the landscaping here, adding some more trees, adding some more grass. Again, I line all the fences and the whole entire house with these lines of grass. I love them. I think they're super useful. I did have an issue where when I exited the game and went back in, all of those grass items that I don't know what they're called, grass patches that I placed, actually were deleted along with all of the terrain paint. So that was quite frustrating, but I did go back in off camera and add them all back. That was very tedious, so I hope I got them all correct, because I do know that I placed quite a lot. So in this little section at the front here, I really didn't know what to do with it. I do go back and I add a debug item. It's like the wheels from like a tractor or something, so I do go and add them, and then I do add the flower pot, the like trough. I know it's supposed to be a planter box, but it looks like a trough of water to me, so I do add that, and I do end up adding a clothesline and a wash bucket out here, just because I feel like it filled the space nicely and I didn't have any room inside to add laundry. I like to add laundry with my builds, and if that's something that you don't like to have, because I know laundry can be quite a pain, definitely feel free to delete them. I think it's easier to delete them if they're the wash bucket outside than if you build like a full laundry room, so definitely easy to delete. But we are just finishing up outside now, going through and adding all of the terrain paint. I do add some rock terrain paint to the dirt paths as well, just to indicate where the paths are. But all of this terrain paint again did get deleted, and I did have to redo it, so I think I got it all exactly the same. But moving on to the inside I have sped up very quickly, so if this is too fast for you guys, definitely do let me know. I've said it before, but I like to watch speed builds really fast. That's just my personal preference. So for me, I do struggle with finding that sort of middle ground where everybody can enjoy it. If you find this too fast, again, let me know, but you can slow down the playback speed to make it more suitable for you as well. So that is an option. I struggled with the inside of this build. I do not like doing tiny houses. Not that this is a tiny house by any means. I've seen some Sims creators make very, very tiny houses, and I just don't know how they do it, but I struggle in small spaces because I like to have like full kitchens and full dining rooms, and I like to make everything, you know, I guess bigger. But you'll see here that I did not leave myself any room for a living space, and you definitely need a living space. So I do chop and change everything quite a lot in this one, but I do figure it out in the end. I only get 2 little armchairs in here, which I think sort of also indicate it being just, you know, a husband and wife, and he's kept her little living chair because he can't get rid of it, which is just so sweet and sad to me. So I definitely tried to sell the storyline with the interior here. So there's only 2 chairs for the dining chairs, and as you'll see here, there's the 2 armchairs. So one's from Cats and Dogs, and I think one is from Cottage Living, or its base game, I'm not sure, but I did mix and match a lot of things in here and kind of stuck to that green theme. The green colored objects that we got with Cottage Living are some of my favorite. I really love them, so I definitely try and use them wherever I can, but I wanted the inside to feel really warm and inviting and just kind of have that feminine touch. I didn't want to add too many like modern items in here. I wanted it to feel very old school, and I think that I achieved that, so you guys will have to let me know. But I do add up some things on top of the fireplace, including the little llama that we got. Did we get that with the nifty knitting? I think we did. I also add these flowers on the dining table that come from the My Wedding Stories pack. I do have a build that I did a while ago from the world of Tartosa, which is the world we got with My Wedding Stories, and I was going to release that, but with all of the issues and all of the controversies that come from that pack, I just didn't feel comfortable releasing it. But let me know if you guys want to see it. It was just a little rental lot. I will do some builds in that world because I think the world is beautiful. I'm just holding off a little bit until some more things are fixed. So I am also currently downloading the werewolves pack. I'm super excited to build in that world. I think it's called Moonwood Mill. I believe that's what it's called, but I've seen so many exciting things coming from that pack from other Sims creators, so I'm excited to build some things in there myself, and hopefully I will have some more rustic werewolfy builds for you guys soon. We are just moving on into the bedroom. You'll see that I added the floral wallpaper. I love the texture of this wallpaper. We've got the floral bedspread. We've got the basket of blankets and pillows. Again, just kind of adding things that I think indicate that, you know, there was once a woman in this house. I do add the dresser, and I add some clutter on top of the dresser that indicate that, you know, a woman has lived here as well. So again, it's a little bit of a sad storyline, but I think that it's also a sweet one as well. The dog bed for the dog, and we also have a dog bowl and everything as well. So this will have everything that you need. Again, if you want to change anything, once you download this build, it is yours and you can do whatever you like. But we are coming up to the end of the build here. I do want to apologize for my rambling today. I know it hasn't been a very coherent voiceover. Hopefully I will get back into the gist of things, but I do just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video. I really do appreciate all of your guys' support. If you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, like this video, make sure you are following me over on Instagram. My Instagram is at arcadefox with an underscore at the end. Again, that's where I'm most active, and I love chatting with you guys, so message me over there if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that. Leave them down below also, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.